Welcome to A Better Chance for Youth television show with your host, Monique Robinson, where we highlight, celebrate, and recognize students from all over the country who are doing great things in the classroom, community, and athletics. Every student deserves an opportunity for hope and a future. So let's celebrate our students, the next generation of teachers, engineers, entrepreneurs, and future leaders. Join us on another incredible segment of A Better Chance for Youth show with your host, Monique Robinson.
Hello, welcome everybody. Let me tell you this. We have had some amazing, exciting things happening here. Welcome. My name is formerly Dr. Monique Robinson, or just, people who know me know I'm very plain Monique Adu. But what we have going on around here, I'm extremely excited. One, the new book came in and I actually was in tears. Now, if you want a copy of this new book, I highly suggest you inbox me and I can send you one. Like, look at the pictures. They're really amazing. So we have this, and then it's just one picture in here that you can kind of tell that at one point in my life that was absolutely me. And it's kind of like the little girl sitting in school, and then I'm not going to tell you the whole story. But look, if you do want to see this book, it's out. It's called Shine Bright Little Star. And as all my books are inspired by either scholars that I interact with or teachers that I have had along the way. So today we have two very special guests. One is one of the scholars who is currently in a Better Chance program that we have with our seniors, and he'll be coming on later. But before we get to him, guys, this is like an epic moment, and I don't know how. I might be a little nervous with this interview because I don't know what she might share, but remember when I always tell you, if I ever get a chance to sit down with a person who was my saving grace when I was in school, I would definitely do it and thank her, because I'm a firm believer of giving people their flowers while they're still living. Now, I must say, every time I talk in front of a group of kids or I talk in front of a group of people, you always hear me talk about Miss Beal. Guess what? After our commercial break today, Miss Beal is going to sit down and talk to us. Now, I hope, she won't tell y'all too much of the unique child I was, but I do want to make sure that I'm able to tell her how much I appreciated her, not just in second grade, but, well, you'll see. After this commercial break, Ms. Beal will join us.
Are you interested in attending an historically Black college or university? Hello, my name is Robert Mason. I'm president and founder of the Common Black College Application. Our application allows students to apply to over 50 historically Black colleges and universities at the same time for only $20. HBCU graduates have been some of the most renowned individuals in their respective fields since the late 1800s. In addition to that, our faculty and staff are truly committed to your success, and they have a vested interest in seeing that you do well. That, coupled with the academic rigor and the fact that you will establish lifelong relationships, are just some of the many benefits of your attending an historically Black college or university. So if you're interested in completing the Common Black College app, visit our website at commonblackcollegeapp.com to apply now. Thank you, and get educated.
Welcome back. Now, guys, I do have Miss Beal backstage, and I cannot wait to bring her on. And, just to give you a little history about Miss Beal. Miss Beal actually graduated from the Central State University. I know we today we're going to be united 42. I know I give everybody else a hard time, but I won't give Miss Beal a hard time because I think I did that when I was younger a little bit. But I would like to welcome her to the show today. So welcome to A Better Chance for You television show, Miss Connie Beal. Hey, Miss Beal, how are you?
Hey, I'm glad to be. I'm honored. I'm honored to be.
Oh, well, I appreciate you taking time out of your day to be here. Now tell us what's been going on. I haven't seen you in a long.
I mean, I know. Well, I did 30 years with Dayton Board of Education, and after that, I we're reverberating. At least I am. Am I reverberating with you?
Yes.
That
Yes, it's fine. I can hear you fine. It's okay.
you can hear me. Okay, and you guys will edit that out. Okay, great. But I did 30 years, and then I have volunteered 15 years with the juvenile court system as a CASA GAS. And so today is Saturday. So Monday will be my last.
Oh, that'll be your last day
My
there.
last day in court. So we're turning another page. We're turning another page. Yeah.
Oh no. So
Yeah. Yeah.
a long time, and then you said
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's a long time to do that.
Yeah.
But so you did 30 years in DPS. Would you go back to teaching now?
Would I? No. And you know, everybody has a time and a season, and so my season for that passed. Now I do feel if parents feel they need me, I do volunteer and I will tutor, either in my home or at the library. Yeah, I will do that. So you know.
Oh wow. Well,
Yeah.
Well, I invited you here, and this is a long time coming. And I actually, leading up to Teacher Appreciation Month and leading up to some of the other things, I always promise myself if I'm ever in a space where I can thank people who I know, because I was a unique child, who I could thank, I will publicly thank him. I mean, and Miss Bill from second grade all the way to 1055 Bickett Road. I truly appreciate everything that you have done for me from the I tell you, I'm not gonna tell you my age without telling you my age, but Miss Bill used to send letters, cards with a money order in it that, you know. But it was so, wonderful to have somebody in your corner. Now, granted, I have parents who are educators, but sometimes we don't always get the message from our parents. But what made you go into education? Because honestly, we were scared of you. I might not have been scared of nobody in that building.
Stop. Because I tutor at the Bruner Literacy Center, people that want to get their GED, or I have some. I have one student from Vietnam, and so I do that. And I have one man, and he said, "Miss Beal, I'm not scared of no man, but when you use that voice, I get scared." And this is a 50-something-year-old man. And I thought, what kind of voice do I use?
I don't know. I honestly don't know, but I know I had you in second grade, and I remember vividly. We had you after recess, and our class was different. I might have been the ringleader on some occasions. Thank God for deliverance. But I remember vividly, and even I used it and didn't realize till I started teaching what it actually was. Y'all, Miss Beal had me convinced that the Center of Calmness was a real place.
Yeah, it is. It is. But see, Monique, Dr. Robinson, you have to understand, like you say, the class was unique. You know, I had to go back and because that was the only class I used that with.
Oh, wow.
You know? No, because after recess, you guys came back just wired up. And I had to teach in the afternoon. I mean, you know, that's my job. I had to teach. So you guys had to settle down so that I could instruct. And so that just came to me, cut off the light, speak in a low monotone voice, and take them there so they can just calm down so that you can teach math, science, and social studies in the afternoon.
But two, but you know, two of those are still my favorite to this day. Like I still love science and I still love social studies. Math, statistics ruined that for me.
Right, but I had to teach in the afternoon, and like you say, yourself and then the rest of the class was just very spirited, and so you know, you can't holler all afternoon. You have to you have to get people to, little ones, just to be responsible for themselves, to calm themselves down, and what I can remember too, you know, we had those things, but we did a lot of cut paste where people could be up, moving around, and not just sitting down. Because you know, you can't make kids just sit down after lunch, you know. And so we moved around, but to get you guys in the door, water, bathroom, you know, so that I could teach, you know. But I didn't use that with any class but that.
We must have been a special group.
It was something else because, like I said, I had to teach in the afternoon. I had to. And so that just came to me to, all right, settle everybody down, you know. I couldn't rock you. You know, you could kind of rock yourself because my voice wouldn't change. It would be the same tone, cut off the light, and I talk you guys into your center of confidence.
I said, I want to say it was my second year teaching because I started with kinder. I don't know why God put me in kinder with all the kids and half of an aide. It was a unique situation.
Okay.
And I was like, these kids are buggers. I mean, but you know, I was like, what did my teachers do? Because I know I was a unique child that, you know, required some things. Otherwise, I was gonna run your class. Yeah. And I did exactly that. And I was like, all she was telling us to do was put our head down. All these years, I'm thinking we was going to a real place. But that type of unique teaching is, you know, is what I think is missing from school systems today. You know, the passion behind it, the love. Because no matter how much I did, and I did, you know, quite a bit of things, I always remember you saying, Monique, it's a new day. And I used to try that with my parents. Like, well, Miss Beal said it's a new day, so I can't get in trouble today. It worked.
Right, but you know, you don't carry things over. A kid can have a bad day Tuesday, but you don't bring that into Wednesday. You know, Wednesday comes, so the slate is wiped clean, and let's start again. Let's start again. So yeah.
And I truly, like, to this day still love that. And every time I'm at somewhere and somebody say, well, who is your favorite teacher? I do mention my parents, but then I'm like, well, you know, we don't include my parents. It's definitely my top three: my kindergarten teacher, Miss Beal, and my music teacher in high school. Like I always, and before this year end, I plan to have all three of y'all on here. So I already got one of y'all.
Okay, all right. And can I say something too before we go another step? And that is, I thank your parents for letting me love you, because some parents are very selfish with their children and say, "Oh, these are my kids," you know. But at Mark and Pam, I grew up with them, you know, and I, when you were put in my class, I said, "You guys gonna trust me with your with your child?" And they said, "Yeah, Connie." And so I really appreciate them letting me love you, because wherever you went, if I'd say, you know, "Can I have her address? Do you think she would mind if I wrote her?" "Oh yeah. You know, let me get that to you." You know, but they did that. They allowed me to love you, where some parents would. Yeah,
They were,
some
yeah.
parents would.
And
So I do. I thank them, and I applaud them too. Yeah, I do. Yeah.
they definitely are probably watching somewhere. So they,
Beautiful.
I guess it's in reverse, because I get mad because I don't share my parents with everybody, even my siblings. But but my mom is, you know, my mom knows that I always talk about Miss Beal. And she said, "Why you always talk about Miss Beal?" I said, "Ma, honestly, I might not have got rewards day, but honestly, I did, because Miss Beal always had the behavior kids because everybody was scared of her. So we'd be in rewards day and we just go sit quiet, and she might let us color, she might let us sit there. So I was fine the way it went. But
And you know what I remember about you, you know, because you have children with different personalities, and you're being truthful about yourself. You were very spirited and active, but when you were disciplined, you didn't stomp around. You didn't stomp around. You didn't pout. You know, if I said, you know, time out, you know, you have to stand next to me, or you have to eat lunch with me, or we're out on the playground, you owe me 3 or 5 minutes, you just stand there. You would just take it, and then I said, "Okay, go play," you know. But I do appreciate, because some kids stomp around and pout, yeah, but you never did. But you would get punished now.
Yeah, I did. I will never forget, and that's honestly, guys, Miss Bill was the plug. Like, she knew, the other teachers didn't really know. Like, I love my mom, I do, but my mom was not she was not my disciplinarian type. Like, my mom, I could start, you know, hug her or something and kind of sweeten her up. But my dad, when he find out and he tell me he disappointed, it just, so I don't know what I was doing, but Miss Bill was like, "I'm not gonna walk around there to tell your mama. I'm gonna call Mark." Boy, I tell you, I just like a deer in the headlights.
And that worked, because you would bawl. I mean, you would cry. "Don't call my daddy. Don't call my daddy." And I thought, I have given, and I wasn't calling after, you know, like one offense. No, not one offense. It was a repeated kind of thing. And I thought, okay, I know what will get her. And I'd say, and then I would call him too, on his job.
And I would be dead. Oh God, I'd be scared to go home. And I would, mind you, my mom's classroom was around the corner.
Upstairs.
Yeah, she was upstairs.
It was upstairs.
I didn't care about that, because I'm like, my mom ain't gonna do nothing at work. But the ride home, and to know that my dad knew, it was devastating. Like that.
I think I might have walked you to her class, or I said something to her, and your behavior didn't change. But the time that I said, "I'm going to call your daddy," and that was when the waterworks came and the behavior did change. Yeah, it did. Yeah, it did.
He was quite a disciplinarian. He still is. Like, even even like some students that, adults that have had my dad as a teacher at Townview Elementary, they still to this day say, Mr. Davis didn't play. And I'm like, yeah, I know. Like,
Right.
But we got to take a short commercial break. And after this break, I have a couple more questions for you. But I'm so honored that you taking time out your day to let me give you your flowers while you're living. So if you, I can say the school, because school, I don't even think it exists anymore. If you attended Lincoln IGE Magnet School, this is Miss Beal, the famous Miss Beal I'm always talking about. So like, share, comment, and give her flowers, y'all, because I know our class, we she earned her check that year.
Looking for inspiration, motivation, and the good news of Jesus Christ? Look no further. The Daily Gospel Network has what you need. With more than 300 ministries from all over the country broadcasting every week, you're sure to get your dose of spirit-filled encouragement from the great programs on the Daily Gospel Network. Catch the Daily Gospel Network on Roku, Amazon Fire, Apple TV, all mobile devices, and the internet.
Welcome back. So I am here talking to my favorite teacher. Now I have 3, and I think Ms. Beal know all of them. That's the funny thing. They all, and they all was like major impacts on things that happened in my life. My kindergarten teacher, Ms. Rogan. I think Ms. Rogan graduated from Central State too. You know Ms. Mildred Rogan? Mm-hmm. Oh Lord, she didn't play no games.
Just excellent teacher. Excellent primary teacher. I mean, she was excellent.
She sent me over to kindergarten.
She was excellent.
She was. I loved her too because I went to Edison.
Okay, she was down there.
Yeah, I had Miss Rogan, and then I had you in 2nd grade, and then Mr. Tolles in high school, which kind of honed me together with my talent and say, look, you better use your talent to open doors for you, because the way you going, you gonna need something, and the way you going is not acceptable. So he really honed in my talent and behavior at the same time. So I was impressed with that. Now, one of the questions I do have, because I remember, like, y'all, most people know I'm afraid of animals. I don't do animals. I don't do bugs. But I had something. I don't even know what I was trying to earn. But I don't know if I told Miss Beal in one of our sessions, because I used to eat lunch with her if I was in detention, because I didn't get recess many days. So I was with Miss Beal. And she said, well, you could come and cut the grass. Now, y'all already know, I probably only cut like a little bit. My dad did the rest. My dad did the rest. But it's just the fact of building that bond and that relationship. What do you say, like, is missing from teachers today? And how do you form those powerful relationships? Like, I'm going on 50 years old, and I still recall the significance and the powerful relationship that you poured into all of us as students in your class.
One thing that I would say is stand and look at your students and know that in that classroom are diamonds. They're diamonds, They might be a little dusted up or covered up, but there's something unique about everybody. There's something unique. And so I see that, and I'm not sure if other people just take the time to look at them. Just to look. I mean, you're looking at them physically, yes, but to really, really look at them and just see what else they can become.
And I honestly can say I believe that every phase of life, that was something that you have brought and you have poured into. I know you poured into me. I can't speak for all my classmates, but I know definitely in me, because I felt like, and I'm be real transparent. I felt like Lincoln was a place that I didn't feel safe. And I know my mom worked there, but I didn't feel safe. But I know I could go in your classroom and I wouldn't be judged as, oh, her mom works here, or there goes this child that I really don't want in my classroom. I could genuinely be unique. And no matter how, wild the behaviors or disruptions might have been, you still, okay, Monique, this is what we're going to do today. And you would redirect it, but not in a way to where it was intentionally set up to hurt.
Yeah.
And so that's why and I told my mom all of this. I was like, Mom, I didn't tell you when I went there, because that might have been a whole different way. But now I'm older, I can express different things that I didn't agree with in my, education. In childhood. And that's probably why I'm the type of educator I am. Like, I'm fair. I don't like to punish kids. I don't even use the blue ticket. Oh God, the blue ticket thing drove me crazy.
No blue ticket. Okay.
I mean, that all that did was give me 3 seconds that I could go dance in front of the classroom, pull my ticket, and go sit back down. Like, that didn't do it. You like, yep. Yeah. So, I mean, that type of educator, I wish we still had in some of our schools. Now, not saying, now I know we do have some that exist.
Yeah.
But some of the ones that we need to pay homage to and learn from is like, y'all missing the boat. These are legendary educators, So I truly am honored that you have taken time out of your day to sit down, and that you still call, or any achievement that I have, you still, my session.
Yeah, it makes me smile. I mean, it really makes me puff my chest out to call you doctor. I'm like, oh my God, Dr. Robinson. Yeah. That's an achievement. Yeah.
And it is like, it's to me, I get excited to know that, I'm going on 50, and second grade was a long time, y'all.
Long time ago.
And I'm like, I don't have anything to prove to anybody anymore. I don't have to relive some of those childhood traumas from elementary school, not with the kids, but with the adults. Okay. And so I, as an adult, I'm trying to prevent that from happening to any scholar, and if it is somebody that I have taught or I have counseled or done something, I try my best not to make it a bad experience for them. So, and that's all because of you.
Okay.
Because
I'm humbled. I am. I'm humbled, and I appreciate it, and I appreciate your saying that. I do. I really do, because I became a teacher because those were the times. Those were the times, the 60s, the 70s. Those were the times when you said, I can make a difference. I can make a difference somewhere. And I thought, I told my mother, I'm going to be in education. And she just said, okay, we know you're going to be a music teacher. And I thought, no, I'm going to be a teacher, because a teacher can make a difference. And so, that's what I did. Yeah.
Wow. Not only did you do it, you were excellent. I mean,
hey.
Not too many people are staying in the field. You stayed in 30 years and then you still teaching in some format.
Some format, yeah.
So
some format, yeah.
I think it's wonderful. Now, I didn't mention this, but this is for people who may go to a school and it's people that work at your church. I'm telling y'all, the streets talk.
Okay, yeah, that's true.
Miss Beal not only see me like at school, but she see me at church too. So if I thought I slid with something and might not have got in trouble, or she might have forgot about it, I'm telling you, I would try to make my parents change their directive route so they would not talk to me. Don't talk to her this Sunday. Well, what happened in class? No, don't talk to her. She wasn't there that day. Like I was, but above all, she did try to like get me out of trouble, but sometimes it didn't help. Like my mom was like, she did what? I mean, like my parents didn't play about disrespect, and they didn't play about a reputation and embarrassing their name. They ain't play.
That's good, but that's excellent. That is excellent, you know, because you have to have a good name. A good name will get you when you don't have any money. Yeah. You just go on your name. Yeah.
So yeah, it was two things they did not play with, but that was those two. And then when I found out Miss Beal went to the church, you know, a second grader, that's traumatizing.
I know. But it really should have said, okay, well, she's just like everybody else. She goes to church, she goes to the grocery store, she comes to work. I didn't mean for it to be intimidating that I went to church.
But no, because honestly, now that I'm older, I see, you know, how that kind of carries, because I, you know, was going, one of the places I lived in, I was going to church with some of the kids from the school. And, you know, I was like, I see, you know, kind of how they feel. Because to me, I'm like, how can you sit through a long sermon, don't say nothing, but you in this class and you talk more than me, you know, so. Yeah. But I didn't, you know, because you guarded me, I didn't get them in trouble when they would come.
Okay, good. I'm glad.
So yeah, I didn't get them in trouble. I gave them grace. Grace.
Yeah.
So, Ms. Beal, before we wrap up today, is there any advice that you would like to give to people who are going into the field?
I'm not going to take up a lot of time, but
you got Ms. Beal. It's you. You
okay.
Got
I was. It was COVID, you know, or COVID, you know, and so I had 3 kindergartners. You know, and this is actually real. You know, they talk about it, but I actually saw what PTSD does to children. And because this girl, I mean, she knew out of my 3, she was the smartest. She knew her letters. She knew this. She was excited to come when I came. My boys just came because I gave them a treat. But she came to learn something. And then all of a sudden, something happened in her life and clicked. And I thought, oh my goodness. So teachers are going to have to be aware of that. And they're going to have to teach. And then you've already taught it. They know it for that time. But you're going to have to reteach it. You're going to have to reteach it. You're just going to have to put it on a loop. And you're going to have to reteach it. Because PTSD in young children is true. It really is true. And the other thing is that if you're in a school that has a gifted program, and even if you're not, you know, pay attention to the Black boys, because giftedness looks different. And I know we're in a time when they're, you know, what is the DI, whatever it is, you know, and you don't give anybody any extra points for whatever, but you have to look at that giftedness in our Black boys different, because they're diamonds in your classroom too. You know, it just doesn't look like the one who sits and it could be the rowdy one, the one that organizes everybody else to get in trouble, and then they're just sitting there. You know, yeah, it looks different, you know, but don't be afraid to give them a little extra, because there are diamonds too. There are diamonds, and we don't want to lose them to the street.
Wow.
So
that's good. I don't even have a final thought, Miss Beal. She said it. You're a diamond. I think
a diamond. They really are. I'm telling you, you look and they look just ordinary, but they're diamonds. Yeah.
I think I got that from because we did science with you. I think taught us that cold under pressure. You had like a little saying with it. Cold under pressure. I remember.
Yeah. Yeah.
I know that's odd. I can remember that, but sometimes I can't remember if I'm going in the next room or not.
Right.
That's great.
right. Make a list and then check it off. Yes.
But I truly, truly appreciate you again. Every time I speak, I told you people really was thinking that Miss Beal was like a fictitious character, and I'm like,
I know you were saying that. No, I am real. I am real.
Miss Beal is the only teacher in that building, and no lies told. Only teacher in the building, other than Miss Close, Miss Morton Perkins. It's the same person. She just changed several names that school year. Through the school years, the music teacher.
Okay, yeah.
Those are only 2 safe spaces in that entire building. And I went to that school from 1st grade to 6th grade. And I just really like some parts of that. I just block out. But I thank God for it because it made me a stronger educator.
Amen.
So
and I am just so glad. When somebody tells me that they're going to be a teacher or they want to be a teacher, I am so happy. I'm so happy because I had a professor at Central State, Dr. Jerry McGill, and she said, people are going into business, they're doing this, technology, but she said they'll always need good teachers.
I remember her.
Good teachers.
I remember her.
Remember Dr. McGill? Yeah.
Yes, she was.
Yes, she said that to our class, and she didn't say it out loud and boisterous, but she said they will always need good teachers.
That's
and
true.
So now we're in an era where they're really looking for teachers. So
because people leave in the profession because it's really hard to be a teacher. It's the testing, it's the certification, it's all the things except for focusing on the heart.
Right.
Want to be there. And I think if we get back to the old ways, the education system would be definitely restored. Because I had some good teachers, although we might have had some clashes. The content was good.
Okay. Yeah, and that's important. That's important that your teacher know her content. That's really important.
Right. The content lessons was good. I would never take that away from any of my educators. It's just the heart part was missing. And if you don't have heart and content like Miss Beal had, I was not gonna pay attention to your lessons.
Okay.
Just saying, I was not.
There's probably a lot of students right now that are like that. A lot. Yeah, a lot that are just sitting in the classroom just because of the testing and this, and it becomes impersonal, and you have to pass this test and you have to do this. And I'm like, right, but they have to be socialized too. You have to do things that a 1st grader or kindergartner would do. You have to be able to do that. So yeah.
You have to build that relationship. I don't care what position I have had in the school system, public, charter, community, anywhere. If you do not build a successful relationship, that education will perish real fast.
Yeah, right.
Because you don't know what you're dealing with, and you won't know what angle to meet the kid. Now, before we go, I know I said this 3 times, but I'm really serious.
Okay. All right.
Before we go. Please don't forget to come to the Tux and Tool this year. Tickets are on sale. We hope to see you there. We also have our community health fair April 13th at the Carver Branch Library. We have several people that will be there, and you will be seeing the information soon. And then also, I think I do have a final thought. I learned this today. Miss Beal kind of like iterated. As always, she teach me things, even in my old self. But and that's real. I had to let it sink in and think about it. Teachers make other people in other careers, including teachers. So we teach ourselves to become teachers. So it's just a cycle going on. So thank you again, Miss Bill. Thank you guys for watching.
Thank you.
Like, share, comment, and anything I could do on my end, Miss Bill, if I need to, if you just so happen to go back in the classroom, which I doubt. You can say, look, I taught her.
Right.
So thank you for watching A Better Chance Television. I am your host, Monique Robinson, or formerly Dr. Monique Robinson. Again, thank you, Ms. Bill. We want to give you your flowers while you are
Thank
still.
You so much.
You are so welcome.
Thank you.
For inspiration, motivation, and the good news of Jesus Christ. Look no further. The Daily Gospel Network has what you need. With more than 300 ministries from all over the country broadcasting every week, you're sure to get your dose of spirit-filled encouragement from the great programs on the Daily Gospel Network. Catch the Daily Gospel Network on Roku, Amazon Fire, Apple TV, all mobile devices, and the internet.
Tune in to A Better Chance for Youth television show with host Monique Robinson on the Daily Gospel Network, the television show dedicated to highlighting incredible students on their quest to change the world. Join us every week as we uplift the youth and help them on their journey to the bright future they deserve. Catch A Better Chance for Youth television show with host Monique Robinson on the Daily Gospel Network. Thanks for watching A Better Chance for Youth television show with your host Monique Robinson, the television show where we highlight incredible students in their quest to change the world. Join us each and every week as we uplift our youth and help them on their journey to the bright future they deserve. So until next time, God bless, from your friends on A Better Chance for Youth television show with your host Monique Robinson.